Hello world and welcome back to my channel. Let's just dive right in. So what you'll need is a contour kit with powders, a beauty sponge, setting powder, some foundation. I'm using a concealer or a cream contour, either one. And I'm using these two brushes, the one on the right, you see a fluffy one and the middle one, but I also gave the other one, the third one, as an option. So first we're gonna put some foundation onto our dampened beauty sponge. And you wanna damp it until when you squeeze it out, there's no water remaining inside of it, but it's still wet to the touch. And then we're just gonna dot it on our left cheek, right, chin, nose, and forehead, so it's an even application. And we're just gonna keep bouncing it on our face till honestly our hands hurt, just so that we make sure it's really soaked into our skin. And prior to this, I've already set down a primer. And then I'm gonna blend it down towards my neck, because nothing's worse than having two different colored face and neck. Will look terrible. So now moving forward, my hair is a mess, I'm so sorry. We're gonna go into our contour and I'm gonna use the LA Girl Pro Conceal. And I'm showing right there on how far I'm gonna take my contour. You can see there's a line on my cheek if we do that little fishy face there. And we're gonna just draw a light line from the top point of our ear I was showing until a little farther than half of our face. I usually gauge it from the point of my eye, as you can see, like where my eye ends, I guess you could say, right there, boom. And that's how far I'm gonna go. I'm never gonna take it all the way next to my lips. That would be a no-go. Don't do that. And then we're just gonna do the next part. It's just around our face where the natural shadows would be. And I'm also using this as like bronzer. I don't really put bronzer on because I'm already tan. But if you are lighter than me, we could just use the contour powders to do the little bronzing here. And then I'm saying a no-go for my jawline, so we're gonna fix that up. And literally just go around the face. So I don't want that square jaw. I want a more, I guess, slimmer look. So all of the outer edges of our face. So now we have our cheeks, our forehead. Now we're gonna do the little brackets on our nose. I start from my eyebrows, as you can see, all the way up there, just to make it appear like my nose is a lot longer. We're going to the sides of our nose, making the bridge a little bit skinnier. And then I'm doing a horizontal line right there to make it have like a little button nose effect. And I'm laughing because it's just funny looking. This process is just really funny to me. Now we're going to take the same dampened beauty sponge that we use for our foundation and just blend it. And now you can start seeing a little bit more of a deepened shadow on our cheek. We're going to do the same with the sides and the rest of our face that we have these lines. And it was a little hard to blend out, not gonna lie, because my sponge has already dried up a bit. But you want to push it up into our hairline so it looks natural. You don't want to just have like the line, because you see the gap between my hairline and where I put the original contour. Yeah, you don't want it to just have that weird line around our face. So you want to push it back into the hairline, and we're going to bring it down onto our neck as well. And I always use a sponge to do my cream contour. I just feel like it blends away, and it's a lot more forgiving, especially if you use it for foundation or contour, because if you put too much product, it will just soak it back in. And then I'm taking it down to my neck. I'm doing it very messily because the sponge just had enough. So I just wiped it away there. Okay, just going over it a little bit again. And I'm blotching it onto a paper towel because it is starting to get messy. So I'm just blotching it there, touching it up. And then I re-wet the sponge for the nose part. I'm taking off the extra water by just squeezing it. And then now we're gonna go right into that archway right there and create a shadow. And just blend it out. It may look like you just have a very brown nose. That's okay, we're gonna fix that up. And also for contour, if you don't know what shade you should put on your skin, I usually go 2 to 3 shades darker. So that color was definitely about 3.5 for me. I look a little washed out on the camera versus in real life. So now we're gonna set our whole entire face. Usually people just dive right into the contour powders. I don't like to do that because my face is still wet from the foundation that I put down, and I like everything to be nice and I guess not dry, but set. So there's no skips or any, you know, like bunching up of the powder on your skin and it's not blending well. And then now I'm choosing between the 2 brushes. You could use either or, the Real Technique or this Royallangnickel one. This brush just fits perfectly right there in the cheek there. Now I'm taking the ashy brown and a darker brown, a little darker than my color, and we're literally carving out the cheeks, following the lines that we had put the cream. And you can already see the shadow forming right there, slimming down our little face. And the key is blending, blending, blending. A whole lot of a heck of blending. So I'm showing it right there from the top of our ear to the middle. Don't put it all the way down to the mouth. So right there is perfect. Right into the bottom of our cheekbone. And then we're cutting that double chin up right there in that jaw. And then for our nose, I forgot to put in the description, I'm going to use an angled crease brush for the nose because that brush was a little too big. And then we're literally dusting it right over, like I said, the cream. And we're going to leave the middle part blank. Okay. Now we're going to start baking. We're going to use the dampened sponge, put a little bit of that white product, the setting powder. We're going to just literally put it right under the contour. And we're putting it heavy like that just so it could brighten up that area and make that line straight and not too messy. Because if you notice, if you were blending away the contour, it was just getting too muddy. So we're putting it right underneath that contour, right there. On our nose too. That's going to make the slimming effect. You look crazy. Then taking a blush brush or anything fluffy, and we're just going to brush it away. And now you can see the contour, just that straight line right there. And flicking off the rest of the powder off of our nose. It's just a little bit brighter and it stands out more. Now we're done with the whole contouring. We're going to highlight. This is my favorite part. I freaking love highlighting. Now I'm taking that brush. That brush is probably from Flair for like $4. I just like it because it's nice and fluffy and also pretty dense at the same time. So we're going to highlight the top of our cheekbones right there. And we're going to also take it on top of our eyebrows where the light naturally hits it. Now we're going to dabble into our nose. And we're gonna do the tip of our nose because it's so cute there. I literally put my finger and just put a dot there, and also up on the bridge of the nose, on top of the cupid's bow and chin, and that's it. We're done! Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you again so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye.